What's happening, everybody? I would like to tell you a little story about number sense. We're going to start with a little story about this guy right here. This guy is a British member of Parliament over in the UK, and this person was asked, what is the answer to the question 7 times 8? The honourable member answered that the answer was 54. Lol. We know this is wrong. How can we show that he is wrong? Well, we can use number sense to show that he is wrong. 7 times 8 is the same as saying 7 groups of 8 or 8 groups of 7. And there's a couple of ways that we can represent visually what 7 times 8 actually is. We can do it like this. Okay? 7 columns and 8 rows. If we count all the little boxes inside individually, we realize that there are 56 boxes. Here's another way we can represent 7 times 8 visually. We can put 8 boxes and fill each box with 7 dots each. If we go ahead and count each one of those individual dots, we'll realize that there are 56. So what happened? Why did the honourable member of Parliament, who is educated and elected by his constituents to run the country, why did he get 7 times 8 wrong? What happened? The problem is the way that he was taught 7 times 8. The way he was probably taught was by using times tables. Times tables are, 1 times 7 is 7, 2 times 7 is 14, 3 times 7 is 21, 4 times 7 equals 28, and he was told to memorize his times tables. Okay? That works fine, sometimes, but what happens if you forget? How can you get the correct answer to 7 times 8 if you forget your times tables? You would be very sad and cry. Here's one way you can do it. First of all, we can take 7 times 8 and then we can simplify it. One of the easiest numbers to multiply by is 10. The reason why that's so easy is you just take your number and move your decimal point. So 7 times 10 equals 70. That's obviously not the answer to 7 times 8, but it's a good place for us to start. How much bigger is 10 than 8? Okay, if we subtract 8 from 10, we're left with 2. So that will also help us figure out how much bigger 70 is than the correct answer. We take 2 and multiply it by 7. We get 14. Or even simpler, 2 times 7 is the same as saying 7 plus 7. 7 plus 7 equals 14. So now, let's subtract 14 from 70. Or even, let's make it even more easy. 70 subtract 7 gives us 63. Let's subtract another 7 from 63. And we're left with 56. Now, try using this simplification method to work out some of these questions. What's 6 times 9? What's 8 times 4? What's 11 times 12? And what's 7 times 13? Use one of the strategies mentioned earlier in this video to help you work these out without using a calculator. Okay, those ones aren't all that hard. Try this one. 138 multiplied by 56. Don't use a calculator. Try and simplify the numbers so that they're easy to multiply. Okay, so let's simplify this. So we've got 138 times 56. I'm going to simplify this by breaking this number into its different places. So we've got the 100s, the 10s, and the 8s. I'm also going to do that with 56 as well. Separate those into 10s and 1s. And I'm going to do this in a variety of simplified equations. So first, let's take 100, multiply that by 50. This is easy because I just take 1 multiplied by 5, and then add my zeros. So 5 with 3 zeros, 5,000. Next, I'm going to take 30 and multiply that by 50. So let's do this. 3 times 5, that's easy, 15. Put my 2 zeros on the end, I have 1,500. Next, I'm going to multiply 8 times 50. So 8 multiplied by 50. 8 times 5 is 40. Add my 0 at the end for 400. Now let's add these three together. We get 6,900. Okay, not done though, because I need to multiply everything by 6 as well. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to take 100, multiply by 6. Again, that's easy. 1 times 6, and then put my zeros on the end. 600. Okay, next, 30 times 6. Multiply 3 times 6 to get 18. Stick my 0 on the end. 180. Then finally, 8 times 6. Much easier. 8 times 6 equals 48. Add those three together to get 828. Now let's put my two big numbers together. 6,900 plus 828. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 2 is 2. 9 plus 8 is 17. Write down my 7. Carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7,728. I got it right. Bang. That's all for today. I'll see you next time.